What can you learn from Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz about being authentic on video? Find out in today's episode. I'm Jaime Geffner.
And I'm Steve Jaime, and we're the creators and owners of Geffner Productions.
We specialize in online video production, strategy, and education for the entrepreneur.
So if you're an entrepreneur who wants to learn how to use online video to transform your business, then you're in the right place.
Let's talk video.
Hi, and welcome to the show. Today's viewer question comes from Melissa in Portland, Oregon. She writes, "Dear Steve and Jaime, I see a lot of people doing online videos in many different ways, and I'm not sure which way is right for me and my business. I see some people being funny in their videos, I see some people being more serious and corporate in their videos, and I've even seen some people be more woo-woo in their videos. Can you help me figure out what the best style of video is for me?" Thanks for your question, Melissa. This is a wonderful topic of discussion, so let's dive right in.
The first thing we want to say is that the most important goal of online video is to build an emotional connection with your viewers, which will ultimately result in them becoming loyal fans, followers, and customers of you, your products, and your services. That being said, the video style that's right for you is the one that's most authentic to who you are as a person and what your business is all about.
Now, authenticity is a word that gets used a lot, so to start out, let's talk a little bit about what it is. Webster's dictionary defines authentic as real or genuine, not copied or false, true and accurate. In other words, being authentic is all about being you. When producing your own online videos, we want to encourage you to be who you are and create your own unique style, personality, and brand.
So that means if you're naturally funny, then be funny. If you're a more serious person, then it's okay to be more serious. In fact, if you are more serious, or if your subject matter's on the serious side, then trying to be funny might seem like a stretch. Not only will it probably not come very easily to you, but your attempt at humor may not land the way you want it to with your audience.
The key is to embrace and utilize your strengths as an on-camera personality while making sure that your style is appropriate to the audience you're trying to connect with.
A great example of someone who comes across as completely authentic in her online videos and has built a lasting brand as a result is Marie Forleo. Marie's brand is all about creating a business and life you love, and she's done hundreds of videos over the past few years sharing advice in her area of expertise on her weekly online TV show, Marie TV. If you haven't checked her out already, you can visit her website at marieforleo.com. Marie is a wonderful example of how to be authentic on video by being yourself, allowing your natural personality to come across, and embracing being exactly who you are.
To illustrate the importance of authenticity even further, this sounds like a perfect time for a segment we like to call
Words of Wisdom.
Today's words of wisdom come from Howard Schultz, CEO of Starbucks and author of the book Pour Your Heart Into It: How Starbucks Built a Company One Cup at a Time. Mr. Schultz says, "Mass advertising can help build brands, but authenticity is what makes them last. If people believe they share values with a company, they will stay loyal to the brand."
This brings up another point about the importance of getting clear about what your company values are. In order to be authentic, you need to identify what's most important to you and what you stand for. Once you've done that, then you can infuse your personal beliefs and values into your company culture, just as Howard Schultz has done with Starbucks.
To take this discussion a step further, one of the biggest mistakes we see entrepreneurs make with their online videos is trying to copy what other people are doing. The problem with trying to copy someone else is that most of the time you fall short and come off looking like an amateur version of someone else. And this certainly doesn't give people the impression that you're genuine or authentic. So our advice is don't try to copy other people's styles. Create your own. Remember, your only job is to do as good a job as you possibly can at being you.
Which brings us to our last point. Once you do start expressing yourself authentically on video, some people will resonate with you and your personality and style, and others won't. And that's okay. The ones who do resonate with you are your true audience, or your tribe, as some people like to call it. The good thing about that is, if you are being true to who you really are, then you will attract the right people to you, and those people will more than likely become your best clients and customers.
Thanks so much for your question, Melissa. We really hope that advice helped. And for all of you at home, if you enjoyed this video, please leave us a comment below and tell us, how do you use online video to express your authenticity?
For more great tips and advice about online video production and strategy for the entrepreneur, make sure you join our mailing list at Geffner Productions. GeffnerProductions.com to receive weekly blog show episodes just like this one.
And if you have a question you'd like answered on an upcoming show, please email it to us at letstalkvideo@GeffnerProductions.com.
Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.